So I found this new strategy that's been working crazy well actually, and I really love it because it just fits in with my trading style, which is basically I'm super impatient. I always want to be in a trade, and I just want to take tiny wins and kind of move on as opposed to like waiting all day for a trade to play out. So basically what it is, it's using again the whole suite indicator. So let's add that first. The whole suite by Insilico over here. And yeah, you just gotta click it. And that adds kind of this line of red and green buy and sell signals right here. And you're changing this quite a bit. And I've tweaked this for a while now to make it fit an excellent scalping strategy. And these are basically the settings for it. So I'm gonna put this window to the side here and change it, but this is pretty much all the settings right here, and it's just inputs and style. So this is close EMA, the length is 16, multiplier is 2, time frame is 1 minute. You want to check color candles based on Hull's trend. Line thickness is 6, and then under style you can deselect the MHULL, SHULL, the bar tone just leave as is, and then these I just get rid of the color. And basically what we did here is we're just changing the candle colors based on if the Hull is seeing it as bullish or bearish. And is that it? Yep, that's it for the settings. So now that you have this, the strategy is you buy after the close of a green candle. So these are 1 minute candles here. Make sure it's on 1 minute. And once the first one closes, then that's this, when the second one opens right here, this is where you enter your position. And then I sell when it's up 15%, and then again 30%. Oh, I'm sorry, not 15%, 0.15%, 0.30%, and then 0.6%. And I sell a quarter of the position every time. And once I get to 0.6%, I set a stop loss where I bought it at, and then I sell at a resistance around 1%, sell everything. So let's kind of play this out, how this worked out on this particular day. So I'm going to hit replay here. So let's see, the market opens, and you have the close right here of the first green candle. So ideally this would have been my entry, and I missed it by a little bit. But then it goes up, I sell right here. This sell was a little early, should have been up here. And then it hits the 0.6% up here. And I close my position out right there. Now ideally, I keep a little bit in case it continues to go up, but in this particular situation I sold everything. It was early in the morning and it was just looking choppy. Okay, then the day continues. Let's kind of speed this up to the next trade. So I trade whatever's trending up on the day too, but sometimes I'll take short positions as well if I'm feeling like super aggressive. So in this case, if you took a short position, you can see like this candle closed, this one open. So you'd be getting in right here, and I would hit the 0.6% right there. So that would be a winning trade as well. And then I didn't take this trade, but if you did, then I'd be getting in when this candle closes right here. I'd be getting in right here, and it looks like I would sell a quarter up here at 15%, and then another quarter I would sell right up here at 0.30%, and then I would sell everything at a small loss right here after this candle, red candle closes. I would sell right here at a 0.3 loss. So that's a tiny profit for that trade. But the way I do this is I set alerts. So under the whole suite, if you click these little 3 dots right here, and then go to add. Oh, sorry. That's weird. Okay, so I can't add it right now because the market's not open. But usually I would set an alert for when the whole turns red. And then let's see how this continues to play out. So it's clearly trending down right now. So I just decided to sit some of these out. And then I saw a reversal here, so I got in after this first green candle closed. I sold here at 0.15, I sold here at like 0.27, and I sold here again at 0.68. And then ideally I would keep some of my position open and then sell again here when the whole turns red. And then you can kind of see you can trade both ways with this strategy. Like you can short right here and it would have worked out again. This is just like super accurate with these settings right here for tiny scalps. Then up here again I went in once this candle closed, and that for like this was like a small profit right here of 0.10. I decided to sell right there because it was kind of consolidating, not doing much. And then up here again for 0.23, and then I set my stop loss to where I bought it at, it looks like, which hit right there. So this is just a tiny profit. And then over here again, it was clearly trending up. So I sold early right here, but ideally you get in right here after this candle closes, and you could see that would have been a big win if I didn't sell early. And you can see right here after this candle closes, this would have been another big win here. Let's do an example of a loss just to be fair here. If this candle closed, you opened here. So the reason why I sell a little bit, a quarter at when I'm up just 0.15% is because a lot of the times when it's consolidating, you know, the range is so small, and so that's kind of when you lose money. So when I do that, it kind of protects me at least a little bit. And so in this case, I would have sold in right here, and then it would have gone down, and I would have sold everything at the close of the first red candle down here, so it would have been a break-even trade. And here, this was a nice big win, and I think that was it for the day. But basically, you can see how profitable this strategy can be, and so I recommend you backtest it a lot. And the problem with it is that you have to be super fast. And so if you're trading on Robinhood, it's not as good. If you're doing Webull, then it works way better because you can set your stop loss and your win at the same time, and you can adjust them super easily. In terms of like bigger losses, sometimes, you know, I usually only sell when one red candle closes, but sometimes the loss is beyond what the profit margin would be, and so I kind of cut it off at usually when I'm down just a 0.5%, 0.5%, and most of these wins are around 0.7%. So the reason why that ratio is not as good as usually recommended is because most of the time when the first red candle closes, then it's just like a tiny loss, like 0.2% or something like that. But that's pretty much it. So this has been working really well. So I'm going to just log my trades every day and then post a video about it. So see you next time.